Guys, it's time. I need to be completely honest. I have not told you guys about something that I've been keeping a secret, and it's time to tell it. I don't like Avatar. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong Avatar. Yeah, I've actually heard this one's kind of good, but I haven't watched it. The Avatar I'm talking about is this one. Hey, they. And I'm going to explain why I don't like it. Or at least tell you why I originally didn't like it. Our story begins with the movie Avatar. Avatar was released back in 2009, and it became the highest grossing movie in the box office in history. This movie had this title for many, many years throughout my whole childhood, and I wasn't aware of this. This movie was extremely popular because of the effects, and the movie didn't have any challengers for a very, very, very long time. Until Avengers Endgame was starting to beat Avatar's box office record.
Sorry. I just got excited.
Till I found this recently, finding out that Avatar had reclaimed its title and beat Avengers Endgame.
Oh, man!
With how popular Avatar 1 was, we had the announcement from the director that we would be getting Avatar sequels, which it can't be that bad. It is. It's not just one sequel, it's not just two sequels, it's not just three sequels, it is four freaking sequels. I just find this very ridiculous how they're making four more sequels to a film that was released back in 2009. And sure, Avatar has some good concepts, even though I didn't like the movie that much. But do you really need four sequels? But I will give the director some credit for putting a plan together, or at least it seems like he put a plan together for these sequels. Unlike some directors nowadays where they have no plan, and then when they get enough for a sequel, they just go like, well, let's just copy the exact same movie. And it seems the plot descriptions of the movie have been revealed. All four sequels that I can tell. But I will save this till the end of the video. Well, if I remember to put it in. So I can begin to review the movie that I am calling this title. Sorry for the long introduction. Now, let's get into Avatar, the movie that started this whole four sequel franchise that is coming. Before we get into the plot, I need to mention this real quick because I forgot to put a segment in this video about it. So, I figured I would mention this before we get into the plot of the movie. There was an Avatar game trailer revealed earlier this year. So yeah, it's this popular because we have a game of Avatar coming out. And I will admit, it's not a bad looking game. I can see a lot of people being excited for this. Avatar is an extremely popular movie, and this video game really replicates the magic of Avatar. Even though I have my own personal opinions about Avatar, I will admit this is not a bad looking game. Like, look at these graphics. They are really good. So yeah, I figured I would mention this real quick. Now, on to the plot of the movie. The story opens up with a group of humans heading towards a planet that there's a specific item that they want, but conveniently, the twin brother of the main character dies, so he is put into his brother's place. He discovers the whole operation that they are working on, and a part of this operation, they have designed these avatar bodies to match the creatures that are on the planet, so they can pose as the creatures and get information from the creatures. The main character is enjoying this because the main character is crippled, and now after all these years he can walk. And at some point when he's trying to look for the inhabitants of the planet and also studying their culture, he gets attacked by these like wolf things, and he is saved by a female of the species that they're studying, which conveniently this character is the princess of the tribe or something like that. Her father is like the tribe leader. So yeah, she's royalty, and she saves the main character, which he starts thanking her. But of course, she and him do not get along very well when they first meet. She's just going all up in his face, just saying, "You should have done that. That creature shouldn't have died." Which, if I'm remembering right, the creatures attacked him first. So you're yelling at him for defending himself. I don't know. That's just stupid. So, like, let's say if I went and go hunting in the woods and I met up with the bear and it was trying to kill me, I would just let it kill me? No, that's stupid. But anyway, continuing on. The guy keeps following her and eventually finds their tribe, where then they meet up with the clan leader, where the clan leader and everyone else is a bit skeptical about him and wants the main character to leave for particular reasons that I have forgotten. It's been a while since I rewatched the movie. And the tribe leader decides that his daughter will train him and their culture, which we find a lot of interesting details. Like, I kind of like this detail where if you put your hair into a specific part of the animal, you have like a linked mind. I actually kind of liked that part. Even though I'm not a big fan of that movie, I actually did like that. And this goes on where it works with flying creatures, land creatures, just any creature except for oceans, which I'll get into that later about the oceans part. But I'm going to take a break from discussing the movie's plot and just say, so people don't go after me for not praising this movie on a lot of things, I'm going to say the animation in this movie is great. I just think the story is a bit off. I don't think it's that good of a story. But with that out of the way, let's continue on. Meanwhile, there's this military guy that is a part of the operation in a way, and the main character and him have a bit of a relationship, like, hey bud, and that stuff. And he at one point offers him a way to make him walk again. But this was way before he got attached to the creatures, which I will get into. So eventually he learns a lot more about their culture. We also find out there's this tree that contains the wisdom of their ancestors. That was kind of cool. And we also see how they become an official member of their tribe, which was interesting. Then we learned that once the male is introduced to the tribe or accepted into the tribe, he must pick a female, yada yada yada. They do stuff, which I'm not even going to say. Then it opens up with their land being attacked by these vehicles that are destroying the forest, because why not? And of course, the main character goes rogue. And the military guy goes and shuts down the project, the Avatar project, and basically captures everybody as they destroy the tree. Of course, the people who were the avatars studying over the people of the land, they try explaining to them how the tree is their way of life. Of course, they don't care, because why not? And they're like, they can move somewhere else. And they eventually take down the tree. When the characters who participated in the Avatar project go back in their Avatar bodies and try to convince the inhabitants to leave their area because there are people coming, and they reveal that they were a part of the operation that is tearing down their home, which and I don't know how the main character wasn't respecting the reaction he would get. Her basically telling him to go away and that he and his friends are traitors. That would be a good reaction if they found something out like that. I don't know why the character is just like, okay, I did this, but we have this now, and yeah, what'd you expect? Ay vey. Eventually, their time is up. The project is eventually shut down, and they are in hostage again. Of course, they eventually escape to help the people if they're still alive. But of course, one of the people in the Avatar project end up getting killed, and they try to bring her back to life by linking the Avatar body with the human soul, which unfortunately it didn't work because her wounds were severe. And I'm talking about a different character that I forgot to mention. The main character tells the inhabitants that they need to strike back against the people that are destroying their home, and they are basically at war with the humans, and they go on a big old battle, which, I will admit, the effects are cool, but, I don't really care. One of the inhabitants die, which was a character that I forgot to mention. He had a whole rivalry with the main character. I just forgot to mention him. And yeah, he dies. And then they eventually take down the air forces, where we're up to the big boss battle between the Avatar people and the military guy, because of why not? Why not? So they have a big old fight. Well, mostly the main character and the military guy. Of course, the military guy almost kills the main character, and at the main character's most desperate point, the princess shoots the main bad guy twice with arrows, and he dies. Yeah, if you're gonna pull out a way to bring him back, which please don't, because how can you survive that besides cloning? There's no way you could survive that. Originally, I thought he blew up for some reason, but maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. But yeah, he dies. The princess finds his human body, saves it, and then the humans are evacuated from the planet, and then the main character becomes one of them by the same technique that they tried with his friend, but of course died. And yeah, that's pretty much the movie. Yeah. So, if I had to rate it, 5 out of 10. I know some people are going to be pissed at me, which, that's fine. If you liked it, you liked it. I personally didn't. Both my mom and my brother actually do like this movie. I personally don't. But with that out of the way, let's get into the Avatar sequels now. I told you I would get to this part. Yeah. 4 Avatar sequels. Yeah. Originally, I thought all the plots were revealed for all 4 sequels, but apparently not. I swore that they were released. And the only plot that has been released is the second one. And yeah, I'm gonna have an electronic device read the plot description for the second movie. I did not type this article. The credit goes to, I think it's Wikipedia. And I'm just having it read the plot description that I got when I first searched Avatar 2. So yeah, the rights belong to them or whoever published the article about the sequel. Here's the plot.
Jake Sully and Neytiri have formed a family and are doing everything to stay together. However, they must leave their home and explore the regions of Pandora. When an ancient threat resurfaces, Jake must fight a difficult war against the humans.
So yeah, that's basically the plot of the second movie. Or at least the plot concept. We don't know how it's going to be executed yet. There are some details we do know about the Avatar sequel. As they said, there's a threat between the humans, and also we are going to get another planet, or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And the director, James Cameron, has revealed that the movie will most likely be taking place underwater, which is a thing that I hear constantly every time I watch a video about the Avatar sequels. And you might be thinking it's most likely going to be CGI like The Phantom Menace, Aquaman, Transformers, The Last Knight. I have to say, you're wrong, surprisingly. According to the information that we have gotten, James Cameron has said that the film will be filmed underwater, which is impressive. Even though I didn't like the movie Avatar, I have to say, that's impressive. And it will change the way of filmmaking in the future. And this will be impressive to see on the big screen. And I'm saying this because, as I said before, my mom and brother really did like the first Avatar, and they're most likely going to take me with to go see it, which, it's fine. Even if I don't like the movie, at least I get to spend time with my family. But if I do have the choice of skipping it, yeah, I think I'm going to skip it. And from the details that we've gotten so far, doing a simple Google search, it looks like the movie will be coming out in 2022. Unless if something else bad happens, which I hope not. I really hope not. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on the Avatar movie / the sequel that's coming out. What did you think of Avatar? Did you like it? Did you not like it like me? Tell me in the comments. Have a nice day, everyone.